Rusty, was that what you were expecting, that level of intensity?
Oh, absolutely. But I think our girls got overawed right from the kickoff tonight, and it sort of was contagious from that point, and it took us the whole 40 minutes to try and recover until we got into the changing rooms. I think we were a bit better in the second half, but then we lost Kiana at half time as well, so with the HIA. So we're hoping we can get her back on an accelerated return to league, but that was a big blow for us. She was one of our senior leadership group, and really missed her experience in the second half as well. But full credit to the Australians. They really humbled us tonight, and they really showed their class and their football IQ as well as their strength and conditioning. Just amazing athletes and an amazing team.
What can you explain to people the difference between, I guess, the pathways that the Aussie girls have come through and how new women's rugby league is in the Cooks, and just the contrast there between that?
Oh yeah, well they've got the resources of the NRL, multi-million dollars. So they flew here first class. They got amazing. I think they got $20,000 each for making the side, and they've got huge match payments. We had to we had to meet the night before we flew to England, and that was us. That was our preparation. And so we've only had the time that we've been here to actually gel as a team, which is really hard. And even just trying to select our side was really difficult for us. We had girls from the Cook Islands flying to New Zealand and Australia to try and trial for us. And as you can imagine, when we've got players like, say, Api Nichols, Crystal Tamarua, who are of Cook Island descent but always choose to go to the Kiwis, and our men are in the same boat with our premier players choosing to go with the Kiwis. So that's really hard for us, yeah. And so basically you've got amateurs up against full-time professionals, yeah.
With that view, amateurs against close to full-time professionals, what do you make of the decision for games to run for 80 minutes?
I think the time's fine. I've got no issues with the time. Probably my biggest issue would really be with the pools. I just think that for starters, Australia and New Zealand should have been split between A and B pool. That's a no-brainer. I think that's just common sense. They've played every grand final, so I can't imagine how they ended up in the same pool. I don't see any system that allows the two top seeds to be in the same pool. And so that's pretty tough. And obviously for us being in the pool of death, and as I said before, England's in the spa pool along with the old Brazil and Canada. So I think that's a little bit unfair. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you enjoy the conditions out there this evening?
Oh, it's the same as New Zealand. Love it. I love playing in the weather. Oh, in the raining weather.
Didn't take a step back against the Australians at all from minute one to the last minute. You were trying to get quite over the line.
I guess it's the passion for me. I love my country, and I always play hard for them, to my family, for my family actually.
Kimiora, we heard that the team has only come together quite recently. Are you all enjoying your time together?
Of course, we're all about our culture and connection. It is pretty hard trying not to, we didn't have a week together like every other team, but I think it's our families and our connection with each other that holds us together. So I'm pretty proud of their efforts. So we just can only come back and play Kiwi Friends with more heart.
I think the crowd also enjoyed your effort tonight. Your fans in the crowd didn't stop chanting the whole time.
I think they like those Cook Island drums too, so that's part of our culture too. So thank you to our drummers who come out tonight to support us.
Absolutely.
Has there been a good level of support from home guys? From Cook Island?
Yeah, there's heaps of support. Financially, we're a bit under the radar. We don't, just like Coach said, we don't have the resources like many of those other teams, but we just come together, play with our hearts, and we can only produce what we can.
Kimiora, what's it going to be like to play against the Ferns?
Rusty will take us back, and we can work on some things that didn't go well for us. There was lots of good patches, but we just need to fix it up and give it to the Kiwi Friends.
Rusty, just 36-0 down, but you really showed a lot of heart and resolve in the first half. What was the message at halftime?
Oh, it was just a reset and try and get back to the basics. We consistently spoke about trying to do the basics the best, trying to be consistent to complete our sets, get to a good kick and chase. Yes, I think the girls are disappointed in themselves in that regard, because we know that we can improve on that and we can do a lot better. and obviously that will be our focus moving into the Kiwi Ferns game, is to try and get a bit more consistency around completion. And obviously too, looking at our tackle tech, locking the ball up, getting stacking, and trying to slow down the momentum of the attacking players. You know, just totally outplayed in that ruck tonight. Aussie just really, just showed how good they are and dominated us in the ruck tonight. There's just an amazing performance from the Australian Jillaroos tonight. You know, I've got to give them full credit.
Rusty, do you think getting more players into the NRLW is obviously going to strengthen?
Oh, absolutely, and you know, we've got a lot of young juniors coming through, and you know, we hope to inspire those girls to play for the Cook Islands as well. But Aussie is obviously the home of rugby league, and that's where the real pathways are for our junior girls coming through. We've got about 3 young girls on our side that we think are in the right pathways. They all played Queensland State of Origin under-19s this year. April Natapuna, Shante Kerehitina, and Lavinia Kitai. And they're all babies, you know, and they April played 80 minutes tonight, and Shante and Lavinia did play 80 minutes, and that was an amazing performance from those girls, and they'll only get better as they get older. And I'm pretty sure that the NRLW will definitely have those girls in the next year or two.
Any further questions, and then we'll wrap it out. No, we're all good? Wonderful. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.